Hey you guys. I hope you guys' day is doing alright. I'm going to be doing Libra's tarot reading in the month of December. Just so you guys know, just because I said Libra doesn't mean it's only for Libras. If I believe, and also, my readings are timeless, so anytime you watch this is meant for you, and it also doesn't really matter if Libra is your zodiac sign or whatever. I just feel like, if you were drawn to this video, then there's supposed to be a message for you. That's just my personal belief. So I got this new area here. It's not the best area. It is downstairs. I try to do it I try to find a really good angle to do it. Couldn't really find a good angle, and as you can see, it's a huge mess in the background. Just ignore that. But over here has much more better lighting, so I chose here, and hopefully you guys can see me in the cards better this way. So we're going to start you guys off with some affirmators. If you guys don't know, this is the box, which basically discloses affirmations. In my first collective video, I talked a little bit more about it and how it works, but if you guys aren't aware, basically I will shuffle these cards like I do with the tarot cards. I'm technically supposed to be shuffling them like a 3-year-old and then intuitively picking them out. But I like to do it my own way because it's much more simple and easy enough for me, and that's just my preferred method. If it has a bonus card, it means that I'm supposed to go and get another card for you until it doesn't have the word bonus on it, basically. I'll read them out loud to you, and I'll give you my intuitive perspective on them, but you can take it however it resonates to you as well. So, I'm going to be shuffling these. And let's see what we have for the Virgos. No, not Virgos, sorry. Libras. My mind is still on Virgos. For Libras in the month of December. It's just that the reason I said Virgos is because I was just not too long ago uploading the video I did on Virgos, and so that's why I don't know. Today has been an alright day. My dad, he went to go to work. I'm staying here. I've been trying to find some work. I decided not to work in Amazon. Not only because technically I have to wait after a year until I apply, but also I just realized that, I don't know, the environment it was in, I just didn't really enjoy it that much, if that makes sense. It was just, the environment was just too much for me. Like, I really like the idea of kind of doing retail or like doing customer service. Like, those were my favorite ones. But what was really difficult about that job is the fact that, like, I really did like my job. It was such an easy, simple job, and the pay was very good too. I just had some problems with it when it comes to scheduling, like when it comes to like I understand it's a flexible job and it's part-time, so it's super easy and like it's just really, convenient. But the problem is like I mean, I can make a whole separate video about it if you guys want me to, but basically what's been happening is even though yes, you do get a flexible part-time schedule, the problem is that if one person isn't able to cover it, there is going to have to be another person to cover it. And it's terrible because on that time we didn't have that many like people in there. We literally had like maybe 5 or 6 people, maybe a little less. And it was difficult to like cover all the shifts. And what's crazy is the fact that there was only like 3 people that were covering most of the shifts. So it was like they were all taking all the shifts and things like that, and it was really difficult. I first in the beginning I was taking over most of the shifts, but then later on my dad got pissed off because they were all the time asking for me. Like every time people would come up with some stupid excuses, like saying like, oh, my dog has died, like, oh, I have COVID. And I'm not saying those are serious, but like they would call in a time and they would say like, I don't know, how do I explain this to you? Like, for example, whenever their dog dies, like, yeah, oh, I'm gonna have to go and, like, I'm gonna have to be gone for, like, several weeks because my dog has to go to surgery or whatever, or something like that. I understand, like, that is a bit of a serious problem, but it doesn't mean you have to be spending your whole entire couple of weeks off from work just because of that, and then we are having to have the responsibility to take over your job when that's clearly your responsibility. And what pisses us off the most is the fact that they do it in the last minute. Like, I know technically in Amazon's policy you get like a 30-minute or 20 or 30-minute, like, you get to like notify the people earlier, but I really hate that because the reason why is because the job I worked at is like, it takes like 30 to almost an hour to get to my job. And we have several people that also takes like 30 to an hour to get to their job too. And those are the same people that are covering the shifts. And it pisses me off because this guy would notify us like almost in the last couple of minutes. Well, to me it feels like in the last couple of minutes because it takes us a while to get there. And he doesn't notify us about it like a day earlier, which would have been much more convenient and easier. You know what I'm saying? And instead this guy is just, yeah, I was just really pissed off. It was too much stress, and then we had so much drama going on within there, like so many rumors been spreading about it, like, oh, one coworker sleeping with the manager and the HR didn't do shit about it. So many rumors get spread, and then somehow I get involved in it because I happen to hear the rumors. So it was just, I'm not saying that Amazon is a bad place to work at. It's just mainly that, like, from my personal experience, it wouldn't be my most number one type of job that I would like want to go into. You know, it's just like, it's really convenient. It's good if you are like, especially going into school and studying and you want to like improve your education. The pay is really good and the timing is convenient. It's just, it's a little bit of pressure. Like, it's so strange because technically Amazon is known to not put too much pressure, but when it came to like certain circumstances, I felt very pressured and I was involved too much in things that wasn't even needed to be. Maybe, yes, it was technically my fault, but to me it felt like it was too much. So yeah, I'm sorry if I went on too much. I kind of talk a little bit too much, but that was basically just kind of my experience working in Amazon, and I didn't really like it. I decided to work, like, thinking about working in the FedEx field because I heard a lot of people, like, some people that were working there, they said it was a really good, convenient job, and, like, I especially loved, like, you know, their beliefs, how, like, they are not very discriminatory, and, like, they're very stern when it comes to, like, people being discriminatory towards, like, race, gender, sexuality, or, like, the color of their skin, their religion, and things like that. And it was really nice to know that they have very like stern beliefs and that kind of stuff too. So it very much impressed me. I was just having a difficult time figure out which position I wanted to take because technically the warehouse position would have been good for me, but the problem is that when it comes to like warehouse, I haven't had any experience working in a warehouse. I don't know how it's gonna be like, so I'm kind of nervous, and I prefer to do like customer service. I'm usually good with customer service, but the problem is when it comes to like the retail jobs, it's a full-time job and I can't do that if I'm planning to, you know, further my education. It's just the timing is just not really convenient for me. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But anyways, for your guys' affirmators, we have don't take it personally, engagement, and divine timing here. So what it says on Don't Take It Personally, if someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me, like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yes, that's probably it. So what I'm getting here is, I've been noticing that with these zodiac signs, they've been getting like kind of like the same cards popping out, like it's almost like the same story. But I'm feeling that in this card it's saying that there might be some drama, there might be some rumors, there's a lot of things that could be going around here. But I feel like what it's trying to say is that don't take whatever's happening around you personally. Don't like listen too much in depth about what other people are saying about you, because it usually whenever a person says those things, it's not really against you. It's mainly about them, if that makes sense. So, it's just like how, like a bit of a ticking bomb. If someone just keeps building up pressure within themselves, they feel the urge to go and like kind of explode or like let their emotions out. And it's not intentionally usually towards that person, it's usually because of them, because they feel like everything or like the world is going against them, and it's a lot of pressure on the individual. And, my dad, he has anger issues, so it's very common within my dad to experience outbursts of anger, and he would just basically, slander people, but it's not really, intently towards the people. It's more of because they, or like, my dad, they're feeling entrapment within themselves, and they don't know how to properly release those emotions or that anger that is built in within themselves. But basically, the Virgo also got the same card, if I remember correctly, where, it's about the environment. Like, whatever's happening in the environment, don't take it personally. It's just, the way how it is. Just try to stay calm, assess the situation, and just try to, bear with it and just go through it. So that's what I got for that. And then we also have divine timing. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly I release my concern over timing, and let things happen when as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. So I'm feeling for you guys, some of you guys might feel pressured, or you guys especially might feel very much impatient during that time, where maybe you guys are waiting for something to come in, or maybe you guys feel like your life is at standstill and like nothing is coming around, or like nothing is happening. But I feel like it's saying that yes, you might be at that period of time where you're kind of in standstill mode, but it's saying that the universe is not going to hold you that long, that eventually something will happen. You just have to let the universe take care of it for you. Whatever is meant for you on that time is meant for you. You just have to wait for divine timing for whatever the case may be. Maybe you're waiting for a person to contact you. Maybe you're waiting for a relationship to come in. Maybe you're waiting for a paycheck, anything financial way. Maybe you're waiting for somebody, or maybe you're waiting to get employed into a job or some sort. It could be in any certain case, but whatever the case may be, it's saying don't try to rush it. Try to just relax and let the universe take it over. Let the universe, and give it to you within divine timing. Sorry about that. I just lost my train of thought because of the noise outside. I have a very noisy neighborhood, so I'm sorry if you guys hear background noises. My neighborhood is actually terrible. There's always something going on around here, so don't be surprised. And then we also have engagement. Today I will make the conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I'll take a new route and talk to strangers. I will smell flowers and pet dogs, and maybe walk around barefoot for a while. If I'm not inside a 7-Eleven, at the very least, I'll have a day that's slightly more interesting than average. And at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. So what I'm getting here is a lot of people might interpret that as, you needing to go out more, you needing to maybe go out with your friends more, go out partying and such. But the way how I'm interpreting it for you, Libras, is I feel like some of you guys need to do something that's a little bit more out of your comfort zone, if that makes sense. For example, what I'm trying to say is I'm getting this image that some of you guys need to in order to be getting out of your comfort zone and in order for you guys to do something new, I feel like it's telling you in the month of December it would be a really great time to make mistakes. Now, I'm not saying like go out there and be reckless and gamble and spend your money. No, what I mean by that is if you guys have had this tendency to hesitate on a particular thing, or maybe you guys were holding yourself back from doing anything because you were afraid to make a mistake and you were afraid to make a risk. I feel like what it's trying to say here is in the month of December would be a really great time to kind of take a little bit of that sort of leap of faith, have a little bit of confidence to try it out, give it a try, and see if anything could happen. If it ends up being a mistake, at least now you know and have learned something. You know, everybody learns from the mistakes and actually accomplishing anything. And I'm a firm believer in that. And the reason why is, see, the thing is, like, I never was, how do I say this? When it came to, like, see, the thing is that really made me feel kind of salty when it came to kids that were in like middle school and high school around my time is everybody put everybody in this certain scale. Now, some of you guys might have noticed that too, like in probably in your school as well, where you know, oh, there's this kid that ends up having a straight A's. Wow, they're the most smartest people ever. They will grow up to become amazing doctors. They will grow up to be millionaires. Everybody ends up having this kind of portfolio or this vision of already on what these type of people are going to be, even though these individuals haven't exactly came even a step close to that, if that makes sense. Like, yes, I'm not saying grades aren't important, but what I'm merely saying is grades aren't exactly everything. Everybody always interprets that, oh, if you end up getting straight A's, you have a much more better, convenient life. You end up becoming a millionaire. You end up becoming a doctor. You end up becoming, what is another thing people are into? Architects, business people, you know? Everybody already puts that kind of vision out there for those type of individuals. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's kind of like, almost a little bit kind of like judging a book by its cover, if that makes sense. Because the thing is that people don't realize is that yes, having, like I said, straight A's is good, but the thing is, it doesn't necessarily mean that with having straight A's that you're exactly a smart individual. It's funny how everyone puts it that way, but really, in the way how the school system works is if they're wanting to see if you are able to follow their rules properly and if you have a good memory of the things. That's mainly how it goes. But when it comes to tests, it's all based on your memory. When it comes to, you know, the assignments, the homework and things, it's all about you willing to have a consistency of turning them in and, you know, getting good marks on it. It's not really a way to determine your IQ or your intelligence, which basically is what the IQ measures, your intelligence. In fact, in the school systems, they don't measure any of that kind of stuff, which I find that to be very strange, if that makes sense. So, technically, Are these individuals smart? Maybe, maybe not. But I wouldn't really categorize them or envision them to be like prophets or, and things like that. Like, everyone sees them to be bright children, bright kids. It's only a symbolism of you being able to consistently keep up good marks. Does it really necessarily mean you're a bright child? Not necessarily. It's just, the school likes to keep everything organized, the school likes to have a system, and they like to treat students like robots instead of, letting their creativity out, which is why I'm a little bit resentful when it comes to schools. Because if you think about it, I know a lot of kids, literally, this is from my own personal experience, I know a lot of kids that have straight A's, but literally, they are the dumbest people ever. And you want to know the reason why? Most of the time, they find some way to get answers from another person. They were just smart enough to find a person that they can get all their answers from. That's usually the case that happens. Now, people would say, like, oh, they take your cell phones away, they do this and that and that. Somehow, these kids are smart enough to figure it out. Okay, that's just how it is. And then there are some kids that are actually very smart and have low grades because either they have problems at family, which is very common. A lot of people have problems in their family, and even though they are very smart kids, they just can't measure up to those standards. Some of these kids, they go through a lot of stress. Some of these kids, they go through depression. Or some of these kids don't even have time for school. That could be the case as well because maybe they're stressed about work and family. There are so many reasons contributing to that factor. But just because this kid doesn't have straight A's, does that mean that this kid is dumb? Because literally in the schools that I've been to, it's been classified in that kind of way where even if you don't have straight A's, you're considered to be a dumb person. And that really puts the person down, which is what really sucks. But basically what I'm trying to say here is it's okay to make mistakes because you learn much more better by making mistakes and actually succeeding in those things. Success is more of the results that you learn, in my perspective, from your mistakes. That's just the way how I see it. But yeah, that's basically what I have to say for that. So, those are your guys' affirmators. Now, we're going to move on to the Gilded Tarot deck. So, I'm going to shuffle these, and then we're going to see what the Gilded Tarot has for you. General messages. We're going to be doing your general December messages. So basically whatever pops out is going to be, a general message for you guys. Remember that this is a general reading, so it may not be specific with you. Just take whatever does resonate and leave the rest behind. It's just a little reminder I wanted to give you guys because I'm not saying people are forgetful, but some people can be kinda, how do I put this? Stupid is the word. Everybody likes to make complaints and say, oh, I don't like this reading, it's not good, I'm expecting actually good things. Well, the thing is, tarot's not supposed to give you good things or bad things, it's supposed to give you guidance. And I feel like sometimes people misinterpret that. And that's kind of shame on me. But anyways, I just had to organize the cards a little bit. We're going to get out your... I need to move this over. That would be a problem if it ended up clicking it. Like the one in Leo. Do you not know how long I had to edit those two parts of the video recordings together? That was honestly such a drag. It took way too much time and I felt really bad for the Leos. It took a long time for me to put those two together. Shit. I don't got a lot of space here, so that complicates things. Okay, so what do we have? General messages for Libras in December. Please do not give me a story. This is just supposed to be straightforward general messages. What's going to happen in the month of December? We got the Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to take out my gum. I'm sorry, I like to chew on my gum, but when it comes to me talking, it's very difficult for me to talk when I have something in my mouth. Okay, so with the Knight of Pentacles here, I'm getting that some of you guys might be a little bit in a standstill when it comes to your guys' career. Like maybe you guys are waiting for a paycheck to come in. Maybe something in the financial category. Like I'm getting mainly about finances here. Like for some of you guys, maybe you guys are waiting for a promotion to come in and it just hasn't came in, and so maybe you guys are a little bit worried, a little bit tensed or stressed about it is what I'm getting here. Maybe some of you guys have recently lost your job and you guys are also looking to get a career. And it's telling me with the Queen of Pentacles that in the month of December, you guys are going to get a really good job. If you guys are unemployed or looking for a job here, it's saying in the month of December, you guys will be able to find a job. If it's not a job, you guys might find a side hustle, a project, or something in order for you to make money. And whatever this thing is that you guys find to make money, it's going to give you a decent amount of money. It's going to help with your guys' stability, if that is what you guys are looking for. I feel like wanting to mention to some of you guys, whatever this job is, might take you guys a while to, if you guys are looking for a job, it's saying that for some of you guys, it might take a while for you guys to figure out what type of job is good for you, but it's telling me here just keep browsing and searching for the job that you feel like will fit for you, and it's going to be a good one, and it's going to give you stability and the money that you guys are looking for. It's saying here if you guys are wanting to get material things, I know in the month of December, like, you know, in Christmas and also towards coming towards New Year's Eve, everyone's going to want to buy material like things. With the peacock, the peacock is a symbolism of beauty, but my personal meaning of the peacock is because it's seen as a very magnificent or a beautiful kind of creature. I view it to be, you know, you guys also maybe even have enough money to buy all material things. So for example, if you guys are working on trying to save up some money or trying to get a particular material, whatever it is, if you're saving up some money to buy a particular thing, like maybe for your family, your spouse, your friend's partner, however it is, I feel like it's saying here that you guys will be able to save up enough money to buy whatever this thing is, and it's going to bring a lot of happiness. You guys might have felt a little bit dull and kind of uneasy at first because you guys probably weren't able to get your finances intact, but it's saying that you guys in the month of December, your finances will be coming intact. You guys will get the material abundance, you'll get the financial stability, and whatever this thing is that you're saving up is going to start coming in, is what I have for you, Libras. Alright, any other general messages? I think that's practically it that I wanted to say. Can you give me anything for love? Libras love in the month of December. Libras love in the month of December. Two of Pentacles and the Hangman. Sorry, my nose is itchy. It's the foundation, I think. It's kind of itchy. Two of Pentacles and a Hangman. Wow. I don't know if this is you or the cross-watcher, take it however it resonates, but somebody here is a little bit confused and undecisive when it comes to a relationship. I'm getting it's both of you guys. I feel like both of you guys are mirroring this energy here. One of you guys or both of you guys are very undecisive, and you guys are being you guys are both in standstill. Some of you guys might have blocked communication, or someone was blocked in communication. I feel like some of you guys are not speaking with one another because you guys don't know exactly. I feel like some of you guys don't even know where your relationship stands. I feel like your communication has been, like, very terrible to the point where you guys don't even know where you guys stand with one another. Some of you guys, or maybe even one of you guys, is very indecisive about whether to take this connection, whether they should consider this connection or not. But I feel like what's mainly happening is both of you guys might be like a little bit in hermit mode, where you guys are trying to go deep in thought and trying to figure out. I feel like this could be the Libras, but I'm also getting it on both sides, where you guys are trying to, like, you guys are taking time off to figure out if this relationship is worth investing, or if this is a person that you guys see in your future. Does this person fit your guys' categories? And something like that. We also have the Six of Pentacles pop out here. And I'm getting here that whatever is happening, that, if there was some sort of, I feel like what it's trying to say here is, if there has been, because with the Two of Pentacles, we did mention that there was a little bit of indecision, right? I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles because the Six of Pentacles is a symbolism of things getting back into balance. And I feel like it's saying that somebody is eventually going to come out of this hermit mode, or both of you guys. But I'm mainly getting a particular person is going to come out of hermit mode, is going to bring this situation up. I feel like it's going to be really good, whoever brings this up and starts taking some sort of action. Whether it is you guys getting back together or not, it's not exactly mentioning anything. But whatever it is, it's supposed to be in good terms. So if you guys are worried if anything is bad's going to happen, it's saying don't be, because whatever this thing is going to be based on good terms. I feel like some of you guys, if you guys are wondering if you guys might be in a relationship, I feel like whoever this person that you guys are having a decision with, I feel like you guys will, some of you guys, I'm getting like this on some of you guys, like most of you guys, like maybe 70% of you guys, I'm getting that some of you guys, whatever this indecision you have about a person, and you guys are still going into like hermit mode and trying to understand whether this relationship is worth it, it's saying that some of you guys might get out of there and you guys will finally realize that you guys want to be with this person, and you end up having happiness, like eternal happiness with this person, is what I got for you, Libras. That was a pretty good reading for you, Libras. That is all that I have for you guys in the month of December. Make sure you guys check out your sun, moon, and rising. If I haven't uploaded yours yet, it's coming in, and I'll release it as soon as possible. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, your month, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.